Hi, I'm Brian King, and this is 5 Things Friday. This video almost got me in trouble with my wife, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute, but let me just tell you what it's about. The 5 things that I want to tell you about today are 5 things that a woman really wants. Now, these are not the only 5 things she wants, but these are 5 basic things that your wife really wants. Number 1, she wants to know that you care. Number 2, she wants to know that you think she's pretty. Number 3, she wants to know that you think she's smart. Number 4, she wants to know that you appreciate her. And number 5, she wants to know that you're on her side. Now, these 5 things are really just the basics of a healthy relationship. And the easiest way to express all of these is to simply tell her. Tell her you care. Tell her you think she's pretty. Tell her you think she's smart. Tell her that you appreciate her when she does certain things. Tell her that you're on her side. Now that's where I got in trouble because I let my wife see the outline and she got really quiet. And she said, I don't think I want to know what you're telling the guys right now. I'm like, well, what are you talking about? What is it? And finally, I got it out of her. She said, you are telling them to just tell the women what they want to hear. And no, that's not the truth. I am telling the men to tell their wives what they really think. Because all of these things are true. You care about your wife. You married her. You think she's pretty. That's why you married her. You think she's smart. She married you, didn't she? She's a very smart woman. And you appreciate all the things she does. You may not always say it. And you're on her side. That's the whole reason you wanted to get married. Those are all true things. Now, the problem comes in with this thing called background noise. There is a lot of background noise out there talking about relationships, talking about men, talking about women, and it's constant. We're getting it in our media, in our culture, in all kinds of different ways that you don't even really notice. That's why I'm saying it's background noise. It's just kind of there. And it's saying, pretty is what is in the magazines. Men don't think women are smart. They don't really care. They just want sex. Men are just, narcissistic balls of toxic masculinity. That's kind of what's going on as a background noise all the time. They don't really care about you. You think they're on your side, but hey, that's what, my friend thought her husband was on her side right before he filed the divorce papers. So can I really know? Well, they really want to know that. And the best way to do it is to constantly tell them the truth. Constantly tell them, hey, you're really pretty. Hey, I care about you. Now, there's other things you can do. You have to show them as well. This isn't the only way. We'll get into that in a few weeks as we go through some of this stuff. But for right now, just realize that there's a background noise that you need to overcome. The old joke says the wife says, you never tell me you love me. And the husband says, well, I told you once. Isn't that enough? If things change, I'll let you know. No, it's not enough. Because of all this background noise that's going on, you have to overcome that. Don't miss opportunities to tell her she's pretty. Of course you think she's pretty. It's the truth. Just continuously tell her the truth over and over again. And that's how you can have a good relationship. That's how you can build your relationship. Just constantly tell her what you really think about her. Now, I would throw one caveat in there. If any of these things that I just said kind of threw a red flag up in your mind, well, we need to work on that. If you can't say those honestly, don't say them. We'll work on that later. But for right now, Focus on the ones you can say and don't hold back. You see, the problem with not saying something is you would think you're just not saying it. But in essence, if you don't say it, then even if you're thinking it, in reality, you're saying the exact opposite by not communicating it. Why? Because of that background noise. And if you had some red flags pop up, maybe it's because of the background noise that you're hearing. Think about that. What is the background noise about women? Well, they're not as smart as men, and they're not as, they just want your paycheck, all the things that the culture kind of throws at you. They're probably going to cheat. There's just all of this background noise, and that's what it is. It's just noise. So ignore it, tune it out, get back to the truth. Don't let the background noise determine the future of your marriage. It's not worth letting it do it. So if you want to have a good weekend, start practicing some of these things. I know I wanted to keep these light, and this really is a light topic. It almost got me in trouble, but I figured it out. We talked. She knows that I think she's beautiful. She knows that I think she's smart. She knows that I care about her. She knows that I'm on her side, and she knows that I appreciate her. Tell your wife the truth. See what happens. I think you'll have a good weekend. See you next time.